speaking of genitalia, let's express how there was none in this episode. Like
There wasn't any.
there was not
Crazy,
any.
sweet,
Okay,
Cock
7 pound,
free.
3 ounce baby Jesus.
Cock free. Cock free. I'm so
and
glad.
you know what? I'm that's
We
fine
didn't
because
we didn't have to see tots, we didn't have to see peens to know what was going on. And I'm glad.
yeah.
I'm glad. Finally they heard our prayers and our
Until
cry.
next episode,
I
where
think
I'm
at that
sure
point they
they
was like, all
will.
right, now how many
No,
more? How
next
many more?
episode they'll probably make up for it. They will
Oh yeah.
continue just gratuitous speed everywhere.
Like I can't take it.
But
Well, with that
see,
being said, welcome to TDGS Review. I'm your host, Darren Green. I'm joined by my loving co-hosts, Jenna and El Teddy. El Teddy is, how you doing? How both of y'all doing?
hey now, hey
Surviving.
now,
Surviving.
I'm surviving. Oh, we holding in
I'm
there?
cold. I am cold.
I am too. I got this hoodie on. I had a whole shirt that I wanted to put on because I wanted to have on something nice, but I'm like, child, I'm putting a hoodie on. It's too cold to be cute.
Cold.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about episode 5 of season 2 of Euphoria. I think that is I see some. Oh, okay. This is El Teddy. Oh no, it's not. This
Hey,
I was going to say El Teddy
Harry.
friend. This is Harry. Hey,
Hey, Harry.
hey, how you
Hello.
doing?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh yes, we'd love to have you.
Love to.
So, what's our first thoughts of episode 5?
Stress.
Cassie got rocked.
It was
And
You don't know that
I
yet.
can see it.
It was
just-
triggering for me.
Mhm.
It was
You
triggering.
know about how hard she said bitch in her face? Oh, that bitch got fucked up when they went upstairs.
Listen,
That's what I'm
And
saying.
the
I'm like, why did we?
click clack of the nails.
shout out to Cassie's mom, who was
Listen,
like,
Yes,
not up in my house. We might be doing all that,
exactly.
but what's not
You ain't
gonna
gonna get my
happen
child.
is
Yeah,
you
her
doing
mom
this
was G.
and bye.
Her mom
she
was
finally
definitely
came
G.
through.
Look, I felt like Cassie should have been outed, but I don't think she should have been outed like this. I was like, wait, hold on now,
Right.
wait.
It's the way she was outed because we knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna happen like that. And it was the wrong time because we were supposed to be focusing on this, and then it was just a lot going on in that scene. It was a
Yeah,
lot
we knew
going. It
This
exactly.
was
episode was
way too much.
stressful.
Way too much.
Okay, like
It was. I think it was a perfect timing for Rue to drop the bomb for an audience perspective.
Mhm.
It was like, when is Maddie going to find out, and what is she going to do to this woman?
Fuck her up.
We'll see that next week.
Right, because we don't know what happened. They went upstairs, and I'm like, okay, so what happened next? Like, because this episode was about it was all about Room.
Mhm.
I guess we could start with the opening. I felt with my thoughts because I didn't say my thoughts, but I thought the episode was painful, but it was the intervention that we needed. You get what I'm saying? Like it opens up, and we finally, and I have it written down here. I said, Rue's mother finally returns because it's like, where the hell have you been this entire season?
We've
was
been
lost
talking
again.
about Rue's mom and her absence and her delusions from
Mhm.
episode 1. My thoughts on this episode is at least in the beginning when they were in Rue's house,
Mm-hmm.
that was real and believable
Yeah.
because I've seen that, I've experienced that, I've been through that, so that was triggering. I've been pseudo Rue's mom to a certain degree, but I've been Gia more often
Yeah.
than I care to speak
Mm.
about.
Shout out to
Where you're
Storm.
Free
just sitting
Gia.
there like, what do
Free
I
Shout out to
do
Gia.
now?
Storm Reed.
Period.
Storm Reed is a really good actress.
What do I do?
Oh, she is.
And so I've seen that. So it was triggering for me because
Mhm.
I've been there. I've been Gia where you're sitting there like you're like, oh my God. You can't do you want to do something, but you really
Mhm.
can't do anything. And you just have to really sit there and just like take in and absorb all of this stuff and try
Mhm.
not to make it change you and
Yeah.
who you are mentally as a person. So when I watched this episode, I thought more about Gia than
Mm-hmm.
I did about the mom or even about Ruth.
Mm.
Only because I've been there before.
Right. I felt bad for her. I felt bad for Gia. Like, it just,
Yeah.
she doesn't deserve any of what had happened in that episode. And I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for myself. I've been in instances where I was young, and I had to go with my mom to find where the hell my dad went, child, because he done went off because doing what he had to do, and we had to find him so you figure out what he was doing. It was crazy. It's traumatizing. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if they're coming or going. Um, you know, it was painful to watch. I was mad at Rue this episode. I will say that,
Yeah.
and I understand because I had conversations with mutuals on TikTok. It's like, oh, you don't understand. She's going through it, and this and the third. Don't invalidate the fact that she has a disease and that is addiction. But it's like, yeah, but I have a right to be fucking mad
Yeah.
about the way that you're acting and you continuously not trying to do better.
Because
You
let's
know?
be clear, um, because definitely alcoholism and drug addiction and so forth are diseases, but the difference is these are self-induced diseases, self-inflicted and the rate. I'm not fully, but what I'm saying is for outside of children that might have been born addicted to crack because their parents for whatever reason what their mom may have been on drugs,
Mm-hmm.
you had to at some point have that first introduction to it where you um succumb to the peer pressure or to all of the horrible things going on around you and decided that your outlet was whatever this thing is. It's not something that was out of your control. Um, like for example, if you get cancer or if you're
Mm-hmm.
born with epilepsy and something that you literally
Cannot control.
cannot, it's genetically in you. This isn't something that is genetically. Sometimes I will say people may be born with the genetic disposition to be vulnerable to addiction and things like that. But literally, the taking and ingesting of that source of, this thing, controlled substance, had to start from the decision being made to do that.
But
And
I
so
don't.
that's why it's a little different in my estimation.
I don't think Rue, while I feel like yes, we're watching this character spiral and make bad decisions, I don't think she feels as though she can make good decisions. I feel like
Mm.
she's consumed herself in all of her grief for her father and not being and then all of her, anxieties and disorders that she just simply feels like she just can't do this or do life without being high, just like, or yeah, be without being high, because even people that simply drink alcohol or do or smoke weed, some people really just feel like I can't function
Mm-hmm.
because she
without,
had all
or
those
even
anxiety
caffeine or
disorders.
sugar. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I can't function without these substances to progress or to just live life.
Anybody else going or
Yeah, you can go.
okay? Also, she does not have a stable like friend group or family that really checks up on her.
Mm-hmm.
Before Jules came into play, all she had was Fez, her drug dealer.
Mm.
Her mama tries to look out to her, but also you may need more people to be involved. She doesn't have a stable group like how Maddie has. Well, had Cassie, the other girl that's always with them, and Kat.
Cat.
She doesn't really have friends like that.
Yeah, and that's true. However, I don't know. I mean,
But
I hate that. I hate that she's doing it to people that like that care. And
Yeah.
In Jules' perspective, she didn't know until Elliot, which
He got bopped as he should.
he
Period.
got bopped as he should. And I was saying
Right.
I
this from the
mean,
very
I
beginning.
mean,
I don't like him, and he
I
made that comment.
don't think Elliot
He
did
made that
anything
comment. He said,
wrong.
"I like the way he was. I like the way she was before.
He did. He did say that.
Back when she
He
was
did
drugged
say
up."
that. He did.
I
But he's
mean,
still the
well,
I
character.
just
to
didn't
be
like how he like tried to like break up the relationship. I felt like it was too much messiness for me.
he had an ulterior motive, and
He did.
But I
yeah, and
mean,
everybody was
I'm
just
like
mesmerized by how good he looked. Like, but I seen bullshit.
everybody's mad at Elliot for telling, but I mean,
I'm
isn't
not
that
mad at
I
him for
mean,
telling.
essentially
Me neither.
Oh, sorry, Harry.
I just
Go.
feel like everybody and then also like we're acting as if Jules was like this stable being. Like even when Rue was going off of her, there was some truth to a lot of that.
You
Like,
like being loved. You love being loved.
yes.
Well,
And I was like,
but you know that happen. Like when they have these rants and they start going off on people, they come from a place of truth. They don't go reaching and drawing at straws and coming up with lies. They really will go in and read people the facts of their lives,
Mm,
and it cuts deep because they really do go in and really true pull away the curtains and tell what they truly are seeing and what they truly, because a lot of times people feel like because this person may be in an induced state that they're not cognizant of everything going on around them, or they're not really paying attention to other people when actually they are. The brain unconsciously is, you know, internalizing what they're seeing. And so in these instances where
mm,
they lash out, they really do lash out with what is really happening. And so, but going back to Elliot, I don't, I'm not, it has nothing to do with Elliot's aesthetics or how he looks or anything. I just don't feel like Elliot is the problem here. I don't feel like he
Oh,
was
he's
wrong
not.
for saying it or
Yeah.
anything. And even the point where you say he's really trying to break up Rue and Jules. If I'm being brutally honest, I don't even know if there really is a Rue and a Jules, or if there has been truly a Rue and a Jules the entirety of this season.
I
If
think there was a point at which like they like the idea of it. That
Yeah.
happens a lot in
yeah,
relationships.
yeah,
You like
but
the idea of it, and then
I
you
don't
get
think that
together and you
there, and
realize you're like incompatible.
I think Elliot picked up on the fact that there really wasn't a real Root and Jules. And so when people get upset with him for saying that he's trying to bring them up, I feel like he pretty much picked up on the fact that yeah, they ain't even really together to be broken up.
Mm.
right.
I really think that he doesn't necessarily wants to break them up. He just wants to be involved
Dior,
in both with both of them
Yeah.
in a way. I mean, he
Yeah.
did say it. But one thing I do like that the show does is that yes, there's a lot of adult content in it, but the way how these characters react is very much like a teenager. They don't know who they are completely yet. They think they're in love. For instance, Jules and Rue, as well as what's the girl name? Not
Cat. Cat.
Leslie, Cat, Lexi,
not Cat. Oh, them two, Cat and Ethan. They're not in love
Mm-hmm.
either. And Nate and is it
Nate and
Maddie?
Maddie.
And
Yeah.
Maddie. Like it's a lot of adult situations and stuff involved in the show, but I like that the writers never forget that they are children and they're still discovering themselves.
Right.
I think it's also important. Teddy left, but it's
I'm
also important to make to this the
There
distinction of like this is not like her action Rue's actions, is to go back to a previous point. Rue's actions are not necessarily intentional, although like yes, she makes the choice to take the drug, makes the choice to do all those things, but she's not of like sound mind. And also like she is like suicidal, and like there's a lot that
Mhm.
goes into that beyond just like putting a gun to your head or something. Like it's in the way you live, like it's in the way you carry yourself, just being reckless.
Yeah.
And like she even said like I want to be better and I want to care and I want to, be this other person for these other people because they care, but I don't care about myself. And so I feel like as upset as everyone is at her, myself included, like how do we expect her to
Yeah.
help herself if she doesn't even value her own life? Like
Mm.
she doesn't care about herself. She cares that other people care about her.
But I also
But
feel like
even that's running out.
yeah, but it's like it happens and it has she has no consequence because I mean this entire episode she got to get out of jail free card.
I thought
I
she was
mean,
going to prison. I
she
swear to
got
God, I
away.
thought she was
I
going to
thought she was
prison.
going to prison.
I
Them
thought
dumb
she was gonna
ass
get
cops.
sheltered
Like
as
I'm
bigger.
like, what am I watching? Like
right,
You let a bitch run you on foot? She ran out like 2 cars.
limping,
Girl.
my
and then
thing
your
about
ass
it
got
is
caught by
my
going
thing
through.
about it is this. I
Oh,
think this episode proved why we have things like the Baker Act and people have to be Baker acted because um Baker acting someone is not just for when someone, and for those people not familiar with Baker acting, because I know people who listening or watching may not be familiar. When someone's the Baker Act says that if you say that you want to kill yourself, you can be involuntarily um committed to a facility, a hospital, and either a medical hospital or a mental hospital for up to 72 hours against your own will
wow.
because you can harm yourself and it is legal to have that happen. And for most instances, people think of it for suicide, but there are other instances and reasons when someone has to be, as they call it, Baker acted because they enact the Baker Act.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, there was the entirety of this episode. You could see there were Rue just needed to be taken, unfortunately, probably against her will, and probably even sedated for a while, so that
Hmm.
she can go through that withdrawal process. And even if that means being restrained, but she, as you can see, can harm herself
Mm-hmm.
and clearly can harm others around her. And
Hmm.
I feel like that needed to happen. And then after, that being forced to grapple with this withdrawal process and talking, having hard conversations with mental health, professionals. Otherwise, these people who are trying to help her are not equipped
Did not
to
equip.
deal
Yeah.
with the magnitude of what she has going on.
They tried to take her to
Exactly.
rehab, but she ended up getting out the damn car.
That
That's
And my
why
thing
I
is, you ain't
said
had the
no,
child
no, no,
lock
no,
on. Like, come on now.
no, no, no. That's why I said sometimes you have to have people Baker act. Like you said, put the child lock. Why was the child lock not on, baby? That child lock would have been on so fast. Because if I'm a mother and this is your second that's why I said the mom is delusional. You had to know she was going to try to find a way to get out. Once you said you was going to take her back, she was going to try and find a way out of that. You
Mm-hmm.
had to be prepared for that. At least I would have been, but we
Hell, my
don't talk
lying
about
ass
that
would have been
mama
like,
the
"Oh,
whole season.
where did she thought she was going? Because what made her get out the car? Because it was like,
Well,
I,
To
she thought
rehab.
she was
He
going
told her
to
she's
the
taking rehab.
she told her she was taking her to the hospital.
hospital.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then she said, "Well, I'm gonna take you back to the the rehab facility," and she started freaking out.
I'd have
Hmm.
lied.
Um,
I'd have been like,
and
"Yeah, we take
she
you to the hospital. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
and then
Your ass would have been right there at that rehab."
the whole thing started to like crumble from there. But it was just all of the bad decisions that she continued to make throughout the entirety of the episode was really the part that like kept like irritating me because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really mad at her because I figured this is a drug addict, right? So like what am I be mad for? Like this is expected behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I felt like even you have the ability
Mm.
to if you have the ability to read people their rights, like you just you dropped the bomb on Cassie, you told Rue about herself, you even told your mother that she's a bad mom and Gia better tighten up where it's gonna be 2 for 0. Like if you have all of the cognitive dissonance to say all of that, why did you not have the cognitive dissonance not to like at least try to get out of these people's house before they came back, or to not go to the drug dealer that
But
gave you the drugs and be
but
all
Harry,
like it just didn't.
this is a part of the mood swings of like and just
Yeah,
everything you go through mentally. Because
But no,
that's a high in
if
itself.
you see it's a pattern like
Harry,
when a person gives her what she wants, she's very cool, calm, collected, or even pretends to be happy but when a person denies her, when a person tries to check her for her addiction or anything along those lines or tries to call her out, it's immediate like I'm a shit on you, I'm a shit on you. Like she dragged Jules, she dragged Cassie, and Cassie didn't do shit but say, "It's one day at a time, sis." She said, "Bitch, mind your fucking business before you fucking come for me."
but no, the other
Well,
part
no,
that I
let's
was
talk
going to
about
say,
that though.
Harry,
Let's
is
talk about that when she went to Lexi's and Child. This is over
because,
here.
well, can I give a
I
real
love
quick answer
Lexi.
to Harry? Just real quick, Harry. Part of this is bad writing too.
Yeah.
because some of that is just real far fetched. Because you're not gonna tell me these people got all of this money that they got, and y'all don't have a real alarm system that when you leave the house, y'all don't have an alarm system that can even with your
They rich?
dog, even with your dog. Yeah, they were. When you look at the type of house that she would, they seem to be
They were
well
like
off.
a
He had a lot of
comfortable. They
money.
were like a comfortable middle class.
It,
Yeah.
it
Right.
looks like middle class, but I don't, not like rich
They
Yeah.
too.
Not
looked a
rich. Mm-mm.
Them
comfortable.
backyards look dusty.
What
Some
I
of them.
well no. What I'm saying is even
I
comfortable
hate
middle
you.
class, you ain't just keeping $2,000 just laid around nilly
Mm-hmm.
willy. Like that. You know, you keeping that in your bank account.
I know Rue was breaking in and answering. I'm
And
like,
that's
oh,
what I'm saying.
That
And
was
then you magically
that was
figured out the
yeah.
combination to this
No,
state
no, no, no.
that
Let's talk about the combination. Y'all made it 11111. Oh, y'all deserve that shit. I don't give a fuck. One one
right.
one.
And the
What?
dog
that's some
stopped barking all of a
Caucasian shit
sudden.
though. Like I'm telling you, look.
That
Well, I mean,
it was
like,
just
but
bad
see, the thing
Think
about
about
writing.
an
it, see,
obvious
the
number,
dog
so you
thing.
won't know.
Honestly, the dog thing didn't like. It wasn't
That's what I'm
far
talking
fetched to
about.
me because some,
Yeah.
Rue was on God mode.
because some dogs are honestly friendly to everybody they meet. It don't really matter. Like,
Okay.
so I used to live next door to a dog. Like everybody that came in the backyard, like he was nice to me. It was like it was a friendly dog. He was a big dog, but he was just friendly dog. Like it just didn't
Mhm.
matter. Like he was useless for him to be a
He was
guard dog.
adorable.
Um, right. But what the combination thing, I was like, girl, it's either they
Right.
really
That
wasn't
And
trying,
no
like.
alarm system, like the alarm system at
But
no point.
I feel like sometimes we think of
Man,
these things
look.
too literally. No, because sometimes I feel like we think of these things too literally. Like it's like yes, we have to remember this is still a show. So like we
Mhm.
can't like
But
yeah,
I want
you're
the
in
show.
right.
If
some
the show is
scenarios,
trying to be realistic,
Stepping
they need
over.
some
to be
but some things are
realistic.
just going to be some things are just going to be easier than others. Like it's
Harry
just
literally
because
Yeah.
always
it's
has to
because it
remind
is
us
a
this
show.
every week. Harry always has to
Right?
remind us
No,
this
Harry,
every
It's
week.
a
that is
show.
not going to work this week
No,
because
I mean, but
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 Harry
but
gets it.
but it
you
gets back
have
to what
one
I
of the
was saying. Like
largest.
Rue doesn't have has does not face
Wait a
real
minute.
consequences.
She invades one of the largest police forces in this country so
But
easily and
Like Harry
Jumping
said,
over
it's a show.
walls.
It's a show.
The way how she was jumping over those walls like Spider Man, I was like, okay, now
Hell,
Rue,
you couldn't do
Yeah,
that with
now
just
the
what kind of
Yanni.
thing
drugs did you take?
now her
mind
getting out
you,
of
she was struggling to walk most of the time,
yeah,
but
now
then
her getting out
magically
them
you
people
can pop
house,
the
her
building
getting
in
out
the
them people
single bound.
house did have me blown. Like I was like, now how she get out these people house?
Right.
Because baby, the way she would have been
When she
strapped to
got
that
out of
bed.
when she got out of Mama Girl's house, the distributor lady, when
Mhm.
she
Mm,
got, that's when I was like, you know what?
That's what I'm like. How the hell? Like I'm like, okay. And me saying all this is not me wanting Rue to like suffer or anything like that. But like
It was far fetched.
it was, yeah. Like I'm like, you got
I
out.
was
Like
like,
Like,
I was
girl,
like, she didn't
me.
break an ankle. I was like, there's no
Like
way.
the
I
dude
know
didn't
that shit
figure out he
hurted.
was trying to
I know
leave
she
the
broke an
bathroom and
ankle.
pulled your ass back, and it would have been like, oh, find out what happened
Right.
next episode.
Right.
Like,
I thought she would when she stuck that needle in her. I thought she was either one gonna kill this whore, or two was gonna sedate her, and Pablo Escobar was gonna be the next face she
Yeah.
saw
yeah,
down in
she's right.
Mexico.
I thought she like woke up in another country. I was like, oh, bitch was
Yeah, I would have been
serious.
I
like, yeah.
knew Pablo
Bitch was
Escobar
serious.
was waiting for her in
because that
Mexico.
would I
Probably was
mean
calling the people to get her because
because the
she
way
was
she would have been
watching her and
strapped because
everything.
had she been in my house and I was distributing drugs and you lost all my money, you would have been strapped to the whatever bed
Not
you
strapped to
slept
whatever
in.
Okay,
bed.
Because it like
No, but
it
she
just I
hinted. The
mean
reason why I thought that we all probably thought that because she hinted at that. She's like, well, when you're a young girl, you can use other things to
got
get
part of your
money.
body.
right, she
Like,
did
You,
hint at
I was
that.
like, she about to
you-
make herself punani? No,
yeah,
we're
that's.
not gonna
I
see
mean,
Zendaya. No,
that's
we're
why
not
I
ready.
said,
Oh,
baby,
you're not gonna
Pablo
see
is
Zendaya
waiting.
naked ever.
but that's when
Ever.
Zendaya stepped in. Like, all right, Sam.
Right? Because if she would have never said shit, he would have been like, well, let's just write this scene.
Uh huh.
Let's do
But
all
wait
the
a minute.
elaborate things. Let's show everything. Let's get the
No,
prosthetic booty and everything. Like we don't need
what
to do that.
about Fez doing completely opposite of what we all thought? Like Fez, remember
But
No,
we
you
all
know
I
thought
what? You know
don't
what?
He
You
yeah,
know
did the
no,
what?
first
but
season.
I was proud of him. I was proud of
Yeah,
him.
he
He
was
was
finally
I
set
no,
a
I
don't.
was
But
boundary.
glad.
see, the thing about it is, I don't think Fez. I didn't think Fez was gonna help her either. I really didn't.
me
Like,
neither.
I didn't think Fez was going to help her because from the beginning, Fez has been trying to get Rue to get her shit together.
Mhm.
Even though he knows he's a drug addict, he be like, dog, like you gotta get your shit together. Like
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
wilding. Um, and then after she kind of disrespected his grandmother, he ain't, that's his like that's his road dog. That's his
I
partner.
really want to
So
Ash to
He
like,
come and
said it's the
beat
principal.
her in the head with the gun. I really want to Ash to come and
Oh, he
Wait, what?
would.
You
He
wanted her to
would.
get pistol whipped?
yes, that
I
might
was
help
worried about
her.
Ashley. I'm like, Ashley, don't do nothing. Come on now. It's
Speaking of
Roots.
far fetched things, going back to the first, I know you probably guys probably spoke about it. The first episode when he did some Game of Thrones shit and just knocked old dude in the head and killed somebody, like that's not real. When
Oh,
he
you don't
jumped
think so?
and killed Mouse and then
He like it
held
was
the
like
guy
a
in
why
the
did I
tree.
get married? Like what's the name who drove up the hill? Remember when Mike turned around? She
oh
said,
my
"Bah!"
god, I'm torn.
I was like that.
He
And
I
probably
she
don't know.
called
just
him on
got
God.
up.
Look. It
What Ashtray is. I like Ashtray as
I
a
do
character.
like Ash. Ash is my boy. I still want
And
him to be beat on cow.
Ashtray was just sitting there
He
like,
should
I'm gonna
still
mind
be
my
beat on
business
cow.
because I've been told you about this bitch. He
Right,
was like,
he
I'm gonna
did.
mind
He
my
did have
business
a
because
look
I've
like
been told
that.
y'all. He's like,
Ash
But
was
I,
looking like
but yeah,
Ash was looking over there like, oh well,
but
you
yeah, I
got it.
genuinely don't think Faz was like ever going to help her like get
Mm-mm.
get the fix that she wanted. Like because it was
mhm.
just and then like I said, after he disrespected his grandmother, he was like, it's the principal dog. Like you that's my grandma, that's my partner, like that's that like it was never gonna be good for her after that. So when
Yeah.
she got kicked out of there, I was like, I didn't think it was gonna go as smoothly as it was. I was like,
It kind of reminded me of
mm.
the first season when he turned her down. I mean, for drugs the first season. You don't remember
In
that
the
when she was
third
like,
episode.
yeah,
Mhm.
when she was outside, like, come on,
But
like,
at this point, she was desperate and reckless and just
hmm
doing just all kinds of just reckless shit just to get high. Like it just didn't matter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, but
like, child, I need to
back
watch.
to Cassie, like you were saying, Darren. Back to Cassie, that
Yeah,
whore.
that
when
whore.
she gets outed, and I felt so. I didn't see it coming because I'm like, well, actually, I did. The part where she was like, Cassie, I'm like, oh shit.
But I didn't no because I think it was
So
the
I thought she
part
was gonna be
that
like, why was you in Nate's car? I'm like, how
I
many
didn't
times did
even
y'all
see.
see?
No, I saw nothing of that. Like I thought maybe she would have said something about Cassie being vapid, or this big titty whore, or whatever. Like all of those things came to mind. The part about Cassie being with Nate, or I caught you. Why was you in
Because
Nate's car? And
clearly,
all that.
but
I didn't see that coming. Like I didn't see Rue being the one to out her,
He
and
said,
Right.
and it was
fucking
simply,
Nate.
and
and
the
it was
thing about
simply
it is, Rue.
It was always
The
gonna be her.
only evidence Rue has is seeing her go in the car. Rue ain't never seen them fuck.
Running.
Rue don't have no other
Well,
evidence
they
of them
kissed.
being
They
together.
kissed and she disconnected
Yeah.
the
She
She
put
dot.
two
knew
and two
she knew
together,
what
but
was
it was
going on.
it was
It
always
made
gonna be Rue
sense.
because Rue seen it. She was the only one that seen that.
But see, but it was getting messy. That was the thing. It was getting messy, and plus, we remember Lexi was putting two and two together as
Oh,
well.
I love
Mm.
Lexi.
I thought Lexi
So
knew. I thought Lexi knew
Next knew something was going on.
when what's her name
Yeah.
came back in the room and was like, I told him because I thought he was gonna go to the police and such is on my phone from Nate. She didn't tell
Mm.
her that day.
I don't think
Nah,
she
I don't
No,
think
I
so.
did.
don't
I think
remember.
she
I don't remember.
knows, but she didn't say anything. When
She
you
was
see
like,
Lexi on in that damn corner like this, you know she over there
Mhm.
thinking about
See,
something.
what I thought it was gonna be, how I thought it was gonna get out was the play.
I
I thought,
Mm,
I actually thought that too.
I'm still
I
waiting
thought
for this
Lexi
play.
and
I'm
Cassie,
still waiting for this
I thought
play.
Lexi and Cassie was gonna get into it so bad that Lexi decided to put the Nate and Cassie thing in the play,
and
and
just
that's
air
how it was gonna
Cassie
play
out in
out.
general
Oh
because
snap!
Right,
because
Like,
you
right.
I
thought
was
she
Wait,
waiting
that
for
would have
this
been cool.
play.
so you thought she was gonna do the abortion, air her out, and then the Nate thing, air her out. So just drag her
Right.
sister. God, that
Right.
would have been lit. And then Maddie just
I
whoop
would
her
have
ass
been
in the
here for it.
audience.
I would have been here for it. Listen, I would have been here for Lexi had she
It
just
would have been
aired
like,
that
Miss
whole
Girl,
out.
you got to transfer. You just Cassie would have to transfer her homeschool because you
Because
can't go
honey, it's
back
on
after
site every
that.
day, every time I see you. Like that, and
Right.
that's what Maddie was giving. I don't know why I seen that gun in the preview for next episode. What's going on with that gun?
Because
She
y'all
was
know
Listen,
Nate
Nate said she
crazy.
gonna kill her.
Y'all know Nate is crazy. Like he be
but the
talking
thing
about
no,
Maddie.
but the thing
Nate is
about it
crazy.
is, even with Maddie being crazy as hell, Maddie, real girls do real things. Once that was revealed, we ain't got all this talking to do. Baby,
Right.
it's snatch and grab. Baby, it's two to the head, three to the body. What
I
are we
was waiting
doing?
for her to like
Because you
start
got all
swinging. I'm
this
like,
talking and so forth.
Not two to the
Girl,
Rude.
let's
head,
and
get
to
to
the
she at
that.
her
body.
mama house. She at her mama house. She ain't fighting me now.
Oh, her mom
She
was
No,
called
her
her.
Mama
mama
gonna
She
was
jump
called
in.
trying to
her.
Mama
pull me
gonna
off
jump
of her.
in.
She called her white trash up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to
Your
God, I
mama
thought
would have
she was
been
gonna
pulling me
snatch
off
her
of her.
hair.
All this, your mama talking, your mama would have been pulling me off of you. Let's just be clear.
Remember, her
You
mom
ain't
was
doing
like,
all
"Let's
that.
table this conversation." She was like, no, not after your whole ass daughter was doing all
right.
this."
Yo,
Rude,
that
when
it was
was
just
this?
messy. It
Come
was
on.
messy.
And then did y'all? I didn't realize this until I saw on Twitter. So the whole time, Maddie's cussing Cassie out. Everybody's cussing everybody out. And Lexi's at the door. She opens the door. She's like, "Cass, do you want to go on a walk?" Did anyone catch that in the midst of
I
the
didn't catch
chaos?
that.
I didn't catch
No.
that though.
I didn't catch it till I saw on Twitter, and I just
Mm.
thought,
And then what was
"Go
up with
check that
Rue's
clip
mom? It's
out."
like, this is not about y'all right now. I'm like, honey, well,
Yeah.
Like, girl, your daughter just your drug addict daughter just dropped the bomb of the century on
Right.
like
Right.
in
Like,
like
bitch,
Right. Come
don't,
regular
on.
conversation.
bitch,
No,
don't
no,
be mad
no.
because you was negligent, and now you want
Yes,
everybody
your
to
mama
stop
would.
their life.
No, but
Right.
for
I'm
me,
sorry.
you better
Let
when
her
I
lock
come
the
in
door
with that
first,
door and
whole
go
suitcase
on.
talk
no,
about it's in my clothes. Like, girl,
the first
please.
bomb for me was where Rue's mom was there. Because remember, Rue went there and we thought it was all, hunky dory. And the mom was even like, yeah, that hoe is high as fuck. That hoe is fucked up.
Yeah.
I need to get that
Hey,
hoe. The
Ruth.
next thing you know, we turn around and here go Rue mama. I'm like, where the fuck Leslie came from? How the
You
fuck
probably
this hoe
called
get
her like,
here?
hey, she over here. Get her.
I was like,
She
girl,
stole my
where
shit,
the
and
fuck
that's
you from?
exactly she stole some of her shit. I'm like,
But wait a minute. You can be all stealthy and covert and pop up when you need to now, but the entirety of this season, when your daughter has been strung out on drugs all over the fruited plains, you are nowhere to be found. Girl, get your life, Leslie. Get
Cause
your
I
life.
just,
I'm
cause
saying
ain't
this is
no
the
way
first
you
episode
came into the
we are
house with
seeing
a
the mother.
suitcase talking about these your clothes and you didn't look through the suitcase.
I
Like,
know
what are we
she. I know
talking
she
about?
embarrassed. I know she embarrassed when she found that whole fucking suitcase. I know she was
That
embarrassed. She
same
found
suitcase
fentanyl,
that
Are
all
whole
you
be
that
not
stuff.
carrying and
embarrassed?
talk about she auditioning
Embarrassing.
for Oklahoma in a business suit. Girl, if you go get out,
That
okay?
shit was funny too.
Cause cause she was on the phone like, "Oh no, yeah, Rue's doing good," and she's bragging to everyone Rue's doing good.
My
She
thing
must
And
is,
have
I
bitch,
was
didn't
like
pay
in the beginning,
attention
I
in the
was like,
and
bus.
bitch,
where did
and
you
bitch,
put it?
whole time you living in Narcos while you
Oh
talking
Lord.
like you doing something.
Right.
No,
They said we
That's how you
flushed
know
it.
what's
I'm like,
happening in
y'all
that
flushed
episode.
it when and we forgot to talk, I forgot to talk about this, but they said when they I was
when they said they flushed, I was like, "Oh, that bitch
like,
is dead.
dang, Rule, you
Ooh,
dead.
yep.
That bitch is dead."
Plan her
Well,
funeral
that's
right
why I
now.
said she's gonna wake up with Pablo Escobar.
And
Cause
I
okay,
said
you got
season
it.
three. I
That's
said
Mexico.
season three was gonna be from her perspective as a ghost. Cause I'm like, ain't no way she making it out of this
No,
situation.
no, no. I ain't
Cause
think she was
nobody
gonna
in
be
that circle
dead,
got 10K. Nobody.
but she
Mm,
sure gonna be down with Pablo Escobar down in Mexico. I'm like, girl,
mm-mm. It just like I don't know. It was
like
a lot.
well, I'm gonna say like this. For me, I got angry at the writers when it just started to get just too far. Like that whole police chase, I just got to the point where I was like, and then once she got away from old girl, once she told old girl, baby, I ain't got your money, and she was just real calm about it and was like, oh,
Yep.
okay, girl, let
I was
me
like,
help
we
you
did.
out. I ain't got no.
I knew she was gonna. I thought she was gonna get chained to
When
that
you gonna
bed.
have my money?
But
And
did y'all see the live tweets of like people who just was not street smart at all? There's like, oh, that's nice lady is helping her. I'm like, bitch,
mm-mm.
she's
Don't
dead.
She
ever do
told you
don't ever
from
do
the
no drug
jump what
game.
she's about.
She's dead. No.
And
I
so
was
that's
like,
Like,
Rue,
and so
please get up and run.
yeah, like
my point was
I was like, why
when
she
she
not shackled to this bed? Because that would have been the first thing that I would have
exactly
thought of.
when
No,
she
it
was
was the calmness that got me. I was like, oh no, child.
when
When I saw
she
the lock, I was
escaped
like, "Yep,
the house,
she's not leaving."
I was like, when she escaped that house, and did you see how she put that needle in her? She didn't do it like you would do a babe. She like stabbed her with that
Yeah,
needle. I
You
was
want to make
And then
sure
I
it
was
was in
just,
your blood,
and then I
okay?
was still wondering why the bird wasn't screeching. Because the first thing the
right.
bird is the lookout. Like, why ain't nobody like? It was a lot.
When them keys dropped, that thing was like, I was like, oh shit, she about to get caught.
I thought for sure they was gonna snatch her up and put her back down on
Hmm.
that
Mm.
bed. And like I had
and
to
so to
I had to
me,
like fast forward and then watch again to like make sure what was gonna happen because my anxiety, I couldn't fucking take it.
but see, for me, that was too far fetched for me. And I was like, cause girl, you ain't making it out of here. First of all, she should have probably been running somewhere outside of LA, knowing that this woman is looking for you and her
Hmm.
money, baby, and you went to her
You went
with
to her.
a couple $1,000 thinking that was gonna do something. Baby, she would have sliced your head off and then kept the money and be like, girl,
Well,
take her down somewhere and deal with her.
the thing that's about to be unrealistic probably for the next few episodes is Rue just living comfortably in the same city as this lady.
Right,
Like,
Unless they
because
don't.
right.
in real life, her ass would be snatched up as soon as she came up for air to go to
Exactly.
school.
Exactly.
So,
No, no, no. And not only that, her mama and Gia would have been done with. Oh, we
oh
can't
yeah,
Right.
find you. Oh, girl, your mama and Gia, we
we
got
hitting
them.
everybody you
I
know,
don't
You
baby.
got
think it's
them. Yeah,
Rue
Everybody
at
you
yeah,
that
know.
right.
door.
It done turned into a damn action movie at this point.
It may
Right.
not even be Rue at that door.
Mm,
It may not be Rue at the door. The little knock, and she's like, "Rue." It may not even be
It
her.
might not be. It may not be. Because I
I
just
was
was
like, hell,
like,
maybe she got a trust fund, something from her dad, loaned to side child. I don't know what she
They
gonna.
can
I
Nobody,
don't know how.
A
nobody.
trust fund,
they can
please.
barely pay for her daddy's
Okay,
chemotherapy. You thought they had money? No.
no,
Never.
nobody out that bitch got 10K. That's why I
Mm.
said that bitch is dead as soon as.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Even
well,
she
look,
said it. She was like, "You don't seem like somebody that's gonna come up with 10K in a couple weeks."
right,
Mm-mm.
girl, you
it's
know,
the fact that she had a whole plan, but then just went completely a. Well, we know why.
I mean, we
I
know why, but she didn't even try. She
she didn't
didn't
even
even
try.
try.
She
It
didn't
was like
sell
I would have been.
shit.
No.
she
She
was
went
there
directly.
just to
She
get
went
high.
directly home, lied to her mama, and then started doing drugs.
Exactly. And
Taste
so
testing the shit. Like,
that's why from the beginning I told you that hoe was going to end up with Pablo Escobar in
No, but it would
Mexico.
have and that's the thing about it for me. It was like, damn, you didn't even try. You did all of that. You thought of all of that, which lets me know that you're smart enough to think. And that's also a thing. Lets me know that you're smart enough to think of a whole drug ring
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because it was
to
a
make
good
an
plan.
actual,
It
yeah, to
was.
make an actual distributor be like, oh yeah, girl,
I actually wanted to see it done.
I'm gonna give
Like,
you 10K. Do you want 50K? Like the idea was so good. She was willing to give her 50K. That was the part that was blowing my mind. So the fact that you were smart enough to do that
I
and didn't
mean,
even
but part of it is too. Now, if
attempt to
you
make
do
a
know the drug game, if you do know the people that's in the drug game, some of that is the fact that they're like, okay, they're ready for either option.
Right.
They're banking on, they're hoping, they're expecting the worst and hoping for the best. The person that gives you the drug, they're looking at you like, okay, that sounds good.
I'm gonna get my money
In their
however.
mind, saying, this bitch ain't gonna come up with shit, and I'm prepared for that. If
mm,
they do, I got enough because you got to think they got enough drugs where they can stand to give this to you and know that you might fuck this up. You see
Mm.
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that was part of it too. It wasn't, I mean, yes, she came up with a good plan, but at the same point in time, she knew, yeah, this whore might not
She may
come
not
back
do
with
it.
my shit. She is in fucking high school. Okay, let's just be clear.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And she never sold drugs before in her goddamn life. I don't give a shit how, elaborate that drug plan is. Bitch, you ain't never sold drugs in your life.
Yeah.
I'm
but
just saying.
I don't know. It's just. I mean, and this was a fairly small episode, right? Like, I think it was like 54 minutes.
No, it was long. It just focused on Rue for the main part.
I was
Oh,
just
but
stressed
I
out.
also
She
want
was
to
doing so much
say,
running.
Baby,
It was
when they
so
fell in
many
that cactus
scenarios. I
bed
was just
and
like,
she just popped
yo.
Ooh,
up
yeah,
out of that cactus bed
like
like it
that. That
wasn't
was
not
nothing,
the cactus
I was
bed.
like,
what cactus? Wait, I missed
When
that.
she was going through the different
the neighborhood
backyards.
that she
Hmm.
jumped
yeah.
over that
Yeah.
fence and landed in a whole thing of cacti or whatever
All
or
she had to
whatnot.
do
And a
was lay
barbecue
in
pit.
that damn trunk of that damn truck. Like,
But y'all saw
know
how
what I'm saying?
slick that bitch was in that trash can.
I was
Oh,
She
that
like,
was
said,
mm,
smart.
"Bloop."
First of all, no, no, no. First of all, when they first saw her, see the shit was far fetched when they first saw, because when they first saw her and the bitch was running, that's when they called for backup. Hey, I need backup. This
You
bitch is
need backup
traveling on such
for a
and such.
crackhead on feet.
mm.
Yes, because you
Well, I mean,
can't
they
get
can't
to
run
her.
her over. They got to stop it and get
They
out the
got
car
to
or
stop.
something.
So that's what you say. She's running. The assailant is on such and such street. traveling south, going towards such and such street. I need all units in this area. Come on now.
But all units, so
But
In
y'all
the
this
need
not
it
a crime.
all
vicinity,
But
no,
this
they're
not
gonna
a
Everybody is
call.
crime
coming in.
show. This not a
Yep.
crime show. This not Law and Order. This not CSI. They not tracking.
because
They like
listen,
this.
Miss what's her name? Benson would have had that whole
You said Benson would
whooped
have had
up.
that. Okay.
Whooped up.
Not Olivia Benson.
Olivia Benson would have had her together.
I'm screaming.
Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. That's it.
Right.
You
Okay.
tell me you need y'all asses need all units in the
First
area.
of all,
This
she would
girl
have never
weighs
made it.
like 90 pounds.
Right.
Or
She would have never made it to the motherfucking car to get out of my car when that bitch tore down that goddamn door to Gia's room or hit me when she hit her mama. Baby, it was supposed to be lights out right there. Baby, we going to the hospital because bitch, you is unconscious because bitch, I done drug you. Yeah, you got drug problems because you done been drugged from one part of the house to the other part of the house. That's all the drug problems you gonna
I
have today.
mean, now
That's
I
the
will
drug
say,
problem
now I will
that you
say,
gonna have.
in the way of Rue's mother being the black parent,
Mm-hmm.
obviously the writing is lacking something
It's
because ain't
not
no
from the
way,
black person's perspective.
ain't no way somebody's black ass mama
Mm-hmm.
Right.
wants to let
They're
any of that go
gonna let
down.
you hit them
Right.
and
Yeah.
then break up doors
Exactly.
in their house? No, ma'am.
If
Because
if this
I
And you
said
was
the
just
way
sitting there.
Patrice,
I'm like, well, what did you
I
do?
was like
right.
the way Patrice would have strung me up, whether Harold was alive or not. No ma'am.
the
If
way
this
my
was written, if this was written for a black woman, Euphoria would have been a short film because that door would have been off. Drugs
They
where? After
said
I bring you from rehab, you're going where? Oh no.
you
Right,
can't piss
they
without
exactly.
them
This
said
is
put
what
peeing.
her
we're
in
You
supposed
the
to be
can't
doing.
room. Put her
you
in the
can't piss
room with
without
the
them
mother
peeing. You
of
can't
Piss?
breathe.
You better
Everybody
open.
Hates
Let me
Chris.
see the piss come out. Let
What's
me
her
see
name
it
Exactly.
again?
come
What's her
out.
name again?
Lexi
See,
Leslie,
or
Leslie.
Leslie.
oh,
They
Leslie.
said put her in a room with her. She be okay. Ain't nothing happening.
oh wait, you said who?
The mother from Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
whooped her
Titina
ass.
Arnold.
Yeah,
Rochelle.
Uh
Rochelle
huh.
whooped her ass.
Not Rochelle.
Would have whooped
Rochelle.
her ass.
Not my husband got two jobs. I ain't got to deal with this. I'm crying.
That's right.
Okay, listen,
But
tore her up.
Baby, it's no way. Baby, when she hit her mama, I cringed. When she hit the mother, I was like, oh shit.
But her
Like,
mom
yeah.
came back and slapped the fuck out of her.
Oh,
So
I'm
yeah,
like,
she
oh
her
shit,
mom
oh
hit
shit.
her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she got hers. I was like, okay, finally we hitting back. Like,
Like
goddamn.
I mean, she
finally.
did, but like it took her forever. Like the way my mama would have found
It
out
would
and
have
would
been a
have been
reflex.
beating my ass
It would
without
have been a
question.
reflex.
Like she wouldn't even ask me about the drugs. She would just start beating my ass. That would have been what
Right.
it was. Like
Like when you
I
came in
wanted
the house.
Gia to get up off the bed and start beating Rue ass too, to be honest, like
Not,
how
not
she did
you
in the
wanted.
previous
Not you wanted
episode.
them jumper.
Listen,
Cause she fucked her up
baby,
that day.
you
let
know
her
the
get up,
normal
let her
black
get up, let her get up, let her
household.
get up.
When in a normal
Like
black household, your mama would have waited for you to roll up in that house. She would have had a chair or a couch planted right in front of that door,
She would have
waiting like
been
this. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you
not
Not
open
with the
that
even
bitch
lights
my
up,
out.
oh
What's up?
baby,
What's good? Yeah.
you know, soon as you would have opened that
she would have
door,
been. So what the fuck is this I hear that you're doing? Drugs?
Right.
You doing
because
drugs?
she would have flushed the drug. Oh no, she would have flushed the drug. She would have had the suitcase open right next to her.
Look at this
Uh-huh.
shit. Look at
Right.
this shit.
Right? They be doing that. You see this? They be getting mad when they look through it too. I'm child.
They would have asked you so many questions. What's the play name again? What day is it? What's your part?
Mhm.
Like a berifle of questions.
What's in that bag again? Look,
What's
I
in
know I
that
asked,
bag
but look,
again?
I need
Why
some
did you
points.
take my suit again? Tell me, how did her suit fit her? That
Mm.
I can't
Because
I was like,
black parents are like lawyers. They ask questions they
because
already
she's
know the answers
old. The
to.
mother
right,
was
Right.
old,
They want to see if you're gonna
absolutely.
and
answer
they
it
was
again and
supposed
answer
to
the right
dance
question
for.
They
again.
want to see if you gonna lie. They want to. My daddy used to ask me questions just to see how well I would lie.
Right,
Like he
and
was
go
like, "That
back
was a good
to
lie."
they
Had I not
already
known, I would have
That's what
believed
mine
it.
did too. Yeah.
they ask questions. They already know the answers. They just be waiting for you to lie. Like,
to tell
let
the
me ask
truth.
them this and see how they go lie. Let me just see what lie they gonna make up today. Like, it was so far fetched.
See what they didn't know I was a
And
Libra.
no, and being a black sibling, no, Gia
Not a
wasn't
lying ass
believable either.
Libra. I'm
Because a black
crying.
sibling,
Would
if
have
they
fucked
really
her
had
up.
told, they would have been like, "I sure did tell. What you gonna do?"
Yeah,
Right?
she did say that, no?
She said
No, she
she
didn't.
said it by means of like I don't want her to be upset, which is totally understandable. But
Mhm.
I just wanted her to get up and fuck her up. That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
I
you
was
so
okay. So, and I made a tweet.
I
I'm
feel
not sure
like
if you
if
seen it.
Gia was, I feel like if they were older, like I feel like if Rue was like, I feel like if they were grown children, like
Mm.
they're older, like they're in high, like Gia is in
Mm-mm.
like
When I
middle
was growing
school.
up with my brothers, listen, we would have told her, be like, bitch, I dare you. All the way from little boys, like, what? Bitch, what? Let's get stuff.
Let's get
I don't
okay.
know. But I also
I
I
was
didn't
really,
have like
but let me just say this.
I
I
didn't
was,
have a bunch of siblings like that either. Like you
yeah.
was you're close. I'm not close in age to my siblings, so like for me, I just be like, girl,
Get
like
your
my
ass down.
like because I practically grew up by myself. Like my brother and sister are 18 and 15 years older than me, so like I don't what, but like I feel like if Gia was older, I feel like Gia probably would challenge Rue a lot more.
Yeah.
I feel like
Cause bitch,
because
you
she's
fucked
the
up my
younger.
door. Bitch, you broke my
Right, girl,
door.
you got your
Like
door.
Yeah, her kicking in that door. I was like, and live where? Live
Right.
where?
When she kicked that door down, I was like,
You
I
don't pay
know.
Cause,
nail
cause,
bills up
cause
in
let
this
me
house.
let me tell you what my petty ass would have started. I said, all right, I would have been like, all right, bitch, we moving today. We switching rooms. Cause a hoe ain't finna take away my fucking privacy, bitch. So
Okay.
give me your fucking room
I
since you
might
want to
even
pay
get
for
Right.
one
Like
it.
off.
I'm like, now I gotta
Listen,
have the door open because of your
I
ass.
can't even get one off in peace in my own
Bitch,
room
you the
because she done
crackhead
tore
in
my door
here.
down.
Oh my god.
We gonna
And
have to move
listen,
along. We gonna.
and the mama just stood there too.
Yeah, they were just sitting there. I'm like, I couldn't. But no, see, here's the thing. I didn't like how, and I just want to circle back with her coming for Jules because I feel like Jules was really trying to do the right thing, but she got shitted on the most
Hmm.
out that whole.
I'm not,
You
but I'm
you know
not
you're
mad
dead to
at
me. You're
it.
freaking dead.
I'm
I'm
not
like,
mad at it
I
though.
mean, but I think to a
I'm
certain
truly
degree,
not mad
Jules
at
had
it.
to know that
At
was going
all.
to happen. Like, Jules, you had to know
She,
once
yeah,
you told she was going to have a whole meltdown on you. So you should have been prepared for that. You should have had your
you
guard
should
up
have
like,
never
look,
came.
Yeah,
man.
you
I
should have
felt
just
like
sat there and
Jules.
ate your food, sis. Like
Not sat there ate your
I
food.
No, Cassie should
like
have did
it.
that shit. That's not for Jules. Cassie should have.
Cassie should have. They
having
both. I mean, but
meltdowns
I
and
feel like
shit
they
at
both
people's
should have.
birthday parties.
No,
Like
Cassie should
Y'all
have
be
been
trying
like,
to
girl, this
equate
ain't my
Cassie to
business.
Jules,
I'll
and
be over there.
I don't know how I don't know where y'all got that
Those
from,
who
but
live in glass houses should not fucking throw stones, bitch.
At
And
all.
Cassie was too
but I
much of a
just
Right.
feel
Cassie
female.
like,
was supposed to be
but
like, girl, that ain't
I
my
honestly,
business.
I'm
I'm
not
done.
mad at how she went up on Jules. Like I'm not.
what is y'all
I
issue
kind
with
of don't
Jules?
feel that.
I need to
I don't
know. I
have it.
need to
So the thing
know.
about it is, I don't have an issue with Jules. There's no issue with Jules for me. I think what it is that Jules continues to press this relationship that she don't really want to be
She
in.
doesn't really want to be in it.
That part.
Jules continues to press to be in this relationship that she don't really want to be in, and Rue is just there.
Jules had to know this was
But see,
going to
why didn't
happen
Ruth?
when
And
she
If
told.
that's the
so,
case,
and
Hey,
then
I
every
gotta
time, and it's always frequently, at least for in the
oh, you gotta
perspective
go.
of
All right, bye,
Rue,
El Teddy.
I Teddy.
um,
That's a
and the perspective of Rue for me, she's always letting her know, like, bitch, you get on my like, shut up, like, you get
When
on
she
my
said that one,
nerves.
I was like, damn.
She said, "Cause
Like
you're fucking annoying."
even with last episode, like girl, you're doing a lot. Like just let it go. Like drop it. And Jules is very, Jules is very compulsive. She likes to do anything. She likes to, and even like Ruth said, girl, you just like to be loved. Like that's all you really need. You be out here sucking everybody's energy. The moment Elliot lets you know that he like thought you was attractive, girl, you was on that like white on rice. Like
I
it
thought
didn't
she was
even
gonna say,
take.
I
It
swear
didn't
to
even.
God, I thought she was gonna say, you out here sucking dick. And I was about to
Right.
pass.
No, because if she would have
I was
mentioned
like, in front of your
ow,
mom? In front of your mom. But Harry, continue. I just want to say
over there
that.
fucking people's
No,
sons,
you're good.
toddlers
Like
and shit, like, oh my god,
it just
crazy.
I wasn't mad at it. I was like, damn, like I felt bad for her, but I was like, but are you
It
yeah.
was
surprised?
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't had to do all that though. That was cold.
Yeah.
At the end of the
But she
day,
was also her girlfriend. That's also the thing. Like there's a level of like Rue also felt like a level of loyalty should have been there as well because she was her girlfriend.
But she's
But
trying
So
to help you too.
also at the same time, it's like
okay,
but she
thank
didn't
Jules
you.
see it that
tried.
way.
Jules tried to extend like what you're saying, Harry. Jules tried to extend that like let me be here for you and let me not tell every immediate thing and let me trust you and all this stuff. And Rue fucking turned into fucking
Demon.
uh, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
She did
Demon.
every drug out. So it's like at that point, if I was her partner, her girlfriend too, I'd been like, nah, bitch, I'm turning you in or I'm telling on you to your mom because it's clearly not working.
Yeah.
Like that level of
Jules did
independence
the
that
right
Jules gave and
thing.
that her mom did, it did not
Uh-huh.
work.
Yeah,
Just wanna
I
see.
don't think Jules or Elliot should have been there. I don't know why. First of all, I don't even know why Elliot was there. He's too new to be up in this situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, Jules shouldn't have been there either because she was gonna get in that ass. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know she was gonna get in that ass that much. Like it was a little bit. She went overboard a
But
little.
remember when her mom said, nah, you here, she's here, stand on the shit that you fucking say. What the fuck was you talking about? She was
I'm
like, don't
like,
be embarrassed.
And then
I
she
was like,
stood
oh, the
on it, and
black
now
is
everybody.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Found that
it
black
was like
card.
now she's standing on it, and now everybody's shocked. Everybody's like, oh, like she did too much. It was like, well, no, bitch, you told her to stand in it. So the fuck now she's unleashing the wrath of Khan on this bitch.
mm-hmm.
And now you talk about, oh, sorry, baby. Ah, no, bitch, you should have told that bitch to chill out.
That's all she had to say. She was like, oh, sorry, girl. Bitch. I just got red in front of everybody, like personally. There's nothing you can say to console me.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do the
Like
right
I was
thing.
like, Jules, you just need to walk up and leave. Like it's
Yeah.
It was definitely giving unconsolable.
It really
yeah.
was. I
Well, that
wonder.
was episode 5.
In a nutshell.
I wonder where we're gonna go from here now. If is the lady gonna catch up with Rue? What's gonna happen?
We're definitely gonna see her again, like
Oh,
in
yeah.
some
Well,
capacity.
we're probably going to see her boyfriend. I swear to God, if we had to see his penis.
I'm so glad we didn't see no downstairs bits this
Yeah.
episode.
Because remember when Rue was explaining her plan and the nigga just walks in, just like,
Yeah,
we didn't
his
have to
thing
Mhm.
is
see it
just
out to
out.
know he was going to
I'm
the fridge.
tired of unseasoned peen. I can't deal with it
Season
anymore.
peen.
No
It's
Lorry's, no
bad.
adobo, no onion, no but nothing.
Oh my
Ooh, ooh.
god.
Gross. Mm-mm. I mean, I'm
Mm.
here for the equalization of the sexes, but can it?
I'm not. I don't want to see nobody's labias, nor do I want to see
But
their
where it's
balls. It's just
necessary, though.
Yeah, when
no.
it's
Yeah,
necessary.
and when it's
I don't need to, like with the Cassie thing.
That
I
was the
didn't need to
first
see it.
thing we seen this
I didn't
season.
I didn't need to see Cassie's titties 25 times to know that she has
I mean,
dependency
her
issues
titties
and
are
daddy
always out.
issues.
Her
I didn't.
titties.
I didn't.
No, and that's what
We
I
didn't
said.
we
That's what
didn't
I keep
have to
saying. Like,
see we didn't have to see Cal's thing out
That
while
we
he was
didn't have
going
to
off on
see
his
that.
family.
That was too much. I was like, if
I'm
you
like,
don't
We
put
we
did
the
get
not
titties
have.
it.
in,
We
Listen,
get it. He pissed on the floor. We don't need to see it.
in front of
What
your
like
is
we
the
can
son,
hear
point?
like
it.
I was like,
Like
girl,
it was like he was frying chicken. Like we get it, y'all. Like it
not
was
frying
too
we
chicken.
much.
don't even need his character. I'm sorry, I said it.
They
We don't
trying to
need that.
humanize him. I don't know. It's
Tried. I don't know why.
No,
I
why
like how
we
he
can't
dragged that whole
humanize this
family though.
person?
I like how he dragged that whole
well,
family
see, I
because that
want
whole
what I
family
want.
that whole family is representative of like I don't want to say
Yeah.
too loud because I'm in a dorm at a PWI, but
Ooh.
that whole family is like I feel like representative of what that community like tries to hide a lot of times.
Mm.
What the community, you know.
Hmm.
But I ain't gonna say
Now
too much.
I
I
want
mean,
Maddie. I
black
want
people be
Maddie to
hiding
have
it
like
too,
this
though.
sinister
Like,
plan. Okay, I want her to have this sinister plan with this tape. I'm
No,
out
but
his
black
ass.
people, the stuff white people be hiding, that shit is just
yeah,
off the
it
wall.
is.
But continue.
It's
I'm sorry.
definitely horrendous.
Hmm.
It's definitely egregious. No, don't give me. You're absolutely right.
You absolutely right. You ain't wrong about that. But yeah, I want to see Maddie like I'm about to out your ass. You want to sit there with my best friend?
I just want her to fuck up Nate. I want to see what she has in store for
But I
him.
feel like
I don't want her
because
to because I feel like Nate. I don't know. I don't know where his mindset is
This is
since
true.
from last season.
Big manipulator. Manipulator.
because this whole because the outing didn't go the way I planned. I don't know what's gonna happen because I honestly thought the outing was gonna be like the second to last episode, and then
Hmm.
we were gonna get like this wild whirlwind, finale.
Hmm.
Uh,
I think we got 3 more episodes left, right?
um, but like it didn't happen that way. So like now I'm just trying to figure out like how like where are we gonna go from here?
Mm.
Um, especially with the fact that Maddie does have this tape because now it's like get revenge on everybody. So yeah.
But on Jules, like Jules didn't do her anything.
I mean, no, I'm not talking about Jules. What I mean is like get revenge on Cassie and then get revenge on Nate.
Nate.
Hmm.
But the fact that she has this tape could also affect the proceedings
It'll
from
affect
here.
everybody.
Right,
Yeah.
Because I don't even think Jules knows she has it.
right.
No.
Jules doesn't know she had it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, what could she do? Could she turn into the authorities? Is she going to?
No, I think more so it's
No.
the
Because you don't want to
social.
post it because
Yes.
I
that's revenge porn.
I think mostly it's the social impact
It's a TV show. It's
that
not gonna do that much. It's
that
just
would
they're
be
not gonna
that
These
would
do
be
teenagers don't
more.
revenge
even be thinking about
porn.
that.
We're not gonna call the police. We're not
Yeah,
call
it's just gonna be
Hey,
like
they
I'm a
could have been
they're not
release
called the
calling
police
Linda
from Jump.
Bloom.
But the
Yeah.
whole rule in trouble with the law, they could have called the police, but I guess we want to do something completely different.
Mm.
Jump through windows
I
like I'm
mean,
Batman and
it don't
shit.
matter.
Watching
Apparently, the bitch could
Yeah.
outrun him in Converse on foot, going through a draw. Like
Limping.
The mileage on his
again,
foot,
like Harry said, Harry always got to remind us it's a TV show.
It's a TV
it
So
show.
really is.
Because the shit
yeah,
that she was doing, I was like, come on now.
respect it.
I was waiting for Labyrinth to show up. I'm like, all right, well, here he go again.
God, we was waiting for Labyrinth.
Yes, but I love that he
You need
does
to
all
cut it
the
out.
music, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Cause
all
that
the
bitch was
music.
looking like a cracked out Sonya Richards Ross running through that bitch. Like you couldn't fucking stop her
You
at
imagine the
all.
mileage on her
Fuck
Fitbit?
Shakari, bitch.
Goddamn.
Okay,
Not.
Shakari ain't got shit on Rue. And that's
They gotta dye Rue's hair red the
Look, the
next
way
episode.
Shakiri been running, Rue probably could beat her.
Right.
I think somebody said they said need to give Zendaya that damn Emmy.
I said that. I
She
said I'll
definitely
fuck
she
y'all up and
Again.
I'll give
deserves
her her
it.
Emmy.
She
Again, let her
deserves
win
it. She
again.
deserves the Emmy. She deserves the Golden Globe. She deserves
From that
like
3
she
minutes. Literally
Yes.
from that 3
Right.
minutes where she was cracking on
Absolutely.
everybody.
But I think this season, a lot of other people have shown their acting skills. The girl that plays Cassie, Sydney
Sydney
Sweeney, I think.
Sweeney. Yeah,
Mhm.
Sydney
Oh, she's doing
Sweeney.
such a great job. Domingo Coleman, what's his name? Domingo Coleman, I think, or
Coleman
Domingo.
Domingo.
Dominic Fike. Who?
The guy that plays her sponsor.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
his name, but
he's a
yes.
great
Coleman
actor.
Domingo. Is
Oh,
his
he's gonna be
name.
Mister. I don't know if y'all know the Color Purple.
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
cannot wait. Oh my god, I cannot wait for.
he's
Oh
a
yes,
he's a really
Mhm.
great actor.
I cannot wait
And
for
Gia,
that.
I want Gia to have more, but Storm Reed is doing really good with what they're giving her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I definitely
Yeah, I don't
Well,
want to see her
Gia's tired.
do too much.
So
Yeah, because my thing is when we seen that
y'all saw when Gia was in the
I'm like, oh
car.
my god, did someone get ran over? Like
Yeah.
I
Y'all
said,
saw
we
when
gotta
Gia
get
was in the car on her phone and her mom was like, "You not gonna help me look for my sister?" She said,
Right.
She said, I'm done. Take me home. I got school tomorrow.
Right.
"She said I'm done."
She better she gonna come up when she come up.
Right.
Hell.
Gia is done.
I do not blame Gia. I feel so bad for her. I said that in the beginning of this episode. It just am too young to be going through that shit.
Yeah.
You know the part that I really like, and this will be my last.
Mm-hmm.
Was the before Rue ran out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
That whole car scene was really good. Because she was, talking about how, she relapsed right after she got out of the
Oh
the
yeah.
She
rehab.
told her mom the
And
truth.
it was like going in and out of the car, like you was like
Yeah.
hearing stuff in the car. Like I really like that. I don't know why. It
I
felt very
like
realistic because it felt like you know how you sometimes see people arguing in the car from your car, and you be like, damn bitch, it's going down over there.
I thought something was wrong with my speaker because I was like, why I can't hear what she said? I had to
I'm
rewind
like,
it.
what's going on? The volume on this episode.
Right. It was going on, but I love, and let's talk about the filmography. I think that's what you call it.
The
It's
cinematography.
amazing. The transition
Cinematography.
from one room to another sometimes.
Yeah.
The way how they have the camera above all the filming is amazing. The filming is amazing.
Like that, I remember that one scene where like she was on the floor, where Rue was on the floor trying to get something. She was trying to get something, but the camera like almost like lunged down, like it was like it felt like
Oh yeah, she was with the dog. She was rubbing the dog, and the camera was like wobbly. I love
wobbly
that. I was
as it
like,
was
oh,
going
that
close.
is
I was
so
like,
good.
oh okay, oh who was on this
And,
camera?
and even when the lady was bathing her or whatever, and it was a far away, it was distorted, and you couldn't really see them that well, but it was focusing on whatever was in front of it. I did like that too.
Yeah. No, cinematography. This is a beautiful looking show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for a fact.
It sound good too because the
If
scoring is
it
good.
wasn't for
Mhm.
the scoring and cinematography, I would be
Mhm.
like, turn this shit off. Because it's just
This
a
would be
lot.
there'll be another Netflix movie
It's a lot.
show.
It is though. This
it's
season
very
is
snow
a
in the
lot.
butt.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
The whole time I was just yelling, "Run, bitch, run!" Like that's all you can say.
Well, all right, guys. I think this is it's getting too close to that time where I need to eat.
Yeah, I need to
But
get my food.
right. But you know, this was a really great episode. This is the fifth one. I think we got 4 or 5 more episodes left.
I think
Yeah, I think
they're going to episode 10.
No,
if they give us 8 episodes, I'm fucking somebody
someone
up.
told
They
us it's
better
11
fucking give
episodes. I
us
think
10 episodes.
It's 11. I'm here for the 10 episodes.
Right. We got quite a few episodes left. We will definitely keep you posted, and we'll come back next episode to tell y'all what's give us our 401 on that. Thank you so much for listening. Please be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, until next time, I am your host Aaron Green, and this is TDGS Reviews. Bye, y'all.
Peace.